A few years ago, a young chartered accountant who was working in my team was asked to make a presentation on IFRS implementation to a large part of our organization. There were 500 people in that big hall. All of those young people were entry-level accountants. They were just starting their careers. Now, this young chartered accountant who had worked with us for 3 to 4 years was a high potential individual, and hence I had asked him to make that presentation. He did a great job. He explained the nitty-gritties of the IFRS, our methodology of implementation of that IFRS in our organization, and the challenges that we were facing and the steps that he was taking to overcome those challenges in great detail to those 500 young people. Those people loved his presentation, and we were very proud of him. We were so proud of him that we then later asked him to make a presentation on the IFRS implementation to the very senior leaders of the organization who were visiting India from the United States. We were confident that he would crack that presentation. But what happened was that he started making exactly the same presentation in front of those visiting senior leaders from America. Very soon, I started noticing that the senior leaders were starting to get bored. Some of them were starting to look into their phones. Some of them were looking at their watches. And generally, the whole environment, the whole energy in the hall started to fall down. What happened? It was the same presentation. A few weeks back, that presentation was a huge hit. And now, the presentation was a flop. What do you think happened, friends? A simple thing. Our young chartered accountant friend does not understand the meaning and concept of customers. That's what we're talking about right now. And you might be wondering, what does a customer have to do with communication? What does a customer have to do with me? Well, let me tell you this. A customer is somebody who is going to buy a product or a service from us. In terms of communication skills, anybody to whom I am planning to sell my idea or suggestion, or to whom I am sharing some information in a meaningful way, is my customer. And every customer needs to be dealt with in a different way. Those 500 young entry-level accountants were a group of customers. Our young chartered accountant friend sold an idea to them. They loved it. Then he took the same product, the same idea, to a different group of customers, very senior professionals from America. They were a different group of customers. They wanted a different product. For us to become powerful communicators, it is very important to understand right at the beginning who my customer is. I cannot talk to my boss or my boss's boss in the same way that I talk to people who are below me in the hierarchy. I cannot talk to my client the same way that I talk to my peers in the organization. I have to learn what not to say rather than just focusing on what I want to say. That's a very important message for you. Understand how much you need to tell the other person. How much does the other person want to hear? It is not about me and my ideas and my knowledge, and that's a mistake we accountants sometimes tend to make. Because we are so knowledgeable, we've been taught so many things, and we've learned so many skills that we believe it is our responsibility and it is our authority to tell all that we know to the other person. Even if the other person is not interested or doesn't need to know all of those things. Understanding what our customer wants to know or needs to know is the first step towards becoming a powerful communicator. Talk less, but add more value to others. Tell them less, but make sure that they understand what you want to tell them is the key to success as far as communication is concerned.